So Occupy Dallas protesters, they've moved from the Federal Reserve Building to the JFK Memorial for a sleep-in tonight. They say that wealthy have bought off corrupt politicians. Washington needs to start paying attention to average citizens. The protests are putting a spotlight on corporate America and executive pay. A USA Today analysis found median CEO pay rose 27% last year, and the government says worker pay rose just over 2%. So, why is CEO pay soaring? Channel 8's Jim Douglas found the answer at TCU.
We are 99! We are 99!
Far from noisy protests spreading across the nation, TCU finance professor John Biesjak quietly studies a source of some of the frustration over income inequality: the way corporations pay top execs.
Is around 5 or 6 million. You know, so that's the average.
His research got national exposure in a recent Washington Post report. It shows that about 90% of America's largest 1,500 companies primarily base CEO pay not on performance, but on what other CEOs make. It's called peer benchmarking.
It mechanically causes a ratcheting.
He says most corporate boards keep raising executive pay to keep up with other companies, which in turn raise pay to keep up, even sometimes when performance goes down.
The economic explanation for it is that the CEOs, are running bigger firms, so their decisions have a much bigger impact.
Biesjak says he understands companies needing to keep good talent. He says what was discouraging is that he found that, on average, companies tend to compare themselves to bigger companies when setting executive pay.
Some companies, are a game in the system.
Corporations are not people too. People are like me and you.
And that, he says, does contribute to the growing gap between the richest and the rest. In Fort Worth, Jim Douglas, Channel 8 News.
U.S. retailers sent stocks higher on Wall Street.